Shit, here goes fucking nothing, boys. Yeah, we'll see. It's been a while. I don't wanna flood the engine.
Like almost with my eyeballs.
Dude, it wanted to start there.
Like, I just do what I'm told. Fuck me, dude.
All right, ready? Day is finally here. We're gonna hopefully get this thing started up today. Last thing we gotta do is put these injectors in. So Adam and I are gonna do real quick. We did take care of the vacuum hose. If any of you guys are also doing a vacuum delete, there used to be a little metal bracket here. I got rid of that. And what I did is just got some vacuum line, tapped it right into the intake manifold, and then that goes into the OEM line here that still has a check valve. So you just gotta make sure you don't get rid of your check valve or your brake booster is not gonna work. We're gonna get these injectors in. I'm gonna flash a tune on the car and we're gonna put fluids in it and then we should be good to start it up. So yeah, we're getting there. Okay, so we got the fuel rail and the injectors fully seated and everything's good. We did run into a slight problem. The bolts that K-Tune provides are for an RBC manifold, and it might be on my end for not getting like a PRB specific rail. Even though all the rails are the same, but like they might sell like PRB bolts and RBC bolts, and I guess I got RBC bolts, or they don't make them for the PRB. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We were actually able to find another hex that Christian had laying around that fits and is the right length, and then we used one of the longer bolts that was given to me. We made it work. That's all that matters, is that it works. So it'll hold fuel pressure. Everything should be good. Adam is putting on the, is that what you call these jumper cables? Adapter. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that everything else is dialed in. Gonna crank it over a few times. Fuel pump is unplugged still from when we did the fuel pump swap. You guys can see my coal packs here are not plugged in either. So there will be no fuel, no spark, just a bunch of rotating parts getting lubed up, and then we'll be good to see if it starts up. I gotta tune it first, but then we'll see if it starts up. I mean, shit, it looks a lot better. It looks a lot more aftermarket and like cool than it did before, that's for sure. We have the RSX Type S base tune. I'm changing my injector size to 1050cc because that's pretty much the only thing that's changed as far as the tune it needs to be worried about for right now for starting it up. Let's go ahead and flash this real quick. Boom, just like that. 15 seconds, everything's flashed. Looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and
I should take 9 minutes.
Key off, and I'm gonna leave my laptop, I guess here in the passenger seat in the meantime, just so I can check everything when we go to actually crank it. We're gonna go ahead and put some transmission fluid in this car, and then we'll get her cranked, plug everything in, and get started.
Praying to the Honda gods.
This is me knocking on wood. This is not me thinking it's gonna actually knock.
May Johnny Tran bless us with a working motor. Is that good? Good for a prime, you think?
No.
No.
You're
No?
gonna do like 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times?
At least.
Okay. The high-pitched noises aren't really thrilling for me, but...
Just the belt.
Yeah, I don't think that's, it doesn't sound like it's coming from the engine.
Okay. Good? You think?
Yeah.
I mean, I can hear it priming the pump.
Yeah, if the pump's firing, then I'm sure there's fuel in the line. It's not leaking anything, at least.
Shit, here goes fucking nothing, boys. Oh, my battery's at 8 now.
I have a jump pack in my car.
We just got back with some more coolant. Adam just topped it off with coolant. So all the systems should be checked. I think we should be good to go. We're charging the battery since I did crank it over a good bit, and then I tried to start it once and couldn't really get it to start. So we'll get a second attempt here pretty soon. All right, someone stop me if there's a fucking issue.
All right. All right, I think, so it's either air, fuel, or spark. I don't think it's a matter of it not spinning quick enough.
Yeah.
I say we crack the fuel line.
And see if any fuel pressure. Okay, I agree.
Whatever, bro.
Well, there's definitely fuel. Holy shit. There's definitely fuel.
So there's at least fuel in the rail. I like almost went into my eyeballs.
There shouldn't be any like grounding issues because again, we didn't change any of the wiring. Yeah, I mean, the battery shouldn't be an issue since I ran the car perfectly fine with the battery being, relocated. And we did everything right too. It's grounded in a great spot. We have a breaker switch and everything, so it should be good. I don't know. We'll have to see.
All right, hold on. That was clicking.
Do we need the jumper pack on here, by the way? Try putting the jumper pack on because I'm seeing the lights and shit flicker in here quite a bit.
I mean, I got 3 out of the 4. They were all clicking.
Do you want me to check? Do you want to check the last one or no?
I'm sure it's clicking too.
Okay. So we just ran a spark test and it looks like we're getting spark in at least that coil. I'm assuming that means we're getting spark across all 4. And we're definitely getting fuel pressure. We held the screwdriver up to the injectors and the injectors should be firing. They should be clicking. So the only thing that it could possibly be is either compression or air. The tune is also another factor as well. So I might have to hop on the phone here with my tuner and see what he says. All right, so basically what's going on right now is I am trying to figure out if I can change the injector dead time on my own here. I think that's what it comes down to. I have full faith that the compression is fine. The air hasn't been changed since before. I don't know why we would have an issue with that. I know that the injectors are clicking and I know that we have spark. So I think it really is just down to the tune. Yeah, we'll see. It's been a while and it'll probably be a while until you guys get an answer here on what's going on. But yeah, this is what's going on. I was looking at the injectors that I ordered. I was looking at the picture, trying to find dead times, and I noticed it came with like a purple spacer cap is what it looks like. Adam and I thought that they would go between the injectors and the manifold, but they're actually supposed to go between the fuel rail and the injectors. So the injector is sitting probably like 20 millimeters out of the intake manifold when it's supposed to be like right into the intake manifold.
Insert Dumb and Dumber clip here.
I just do what I'm told, bro. Like, I just do what I'm told.
Fuck me, dude. All right, we only leaked a little bit of fuel there. I'm not saying this is 100% gonna solve it. Holy f, dude. Yeah, we couldn't get the car started today. I think it's gonna be like based off the tune. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. I just didn't want to flood the motor or anything and gotta take the night off to think about maybe possible problems or, do some research and stuff. So we'll get back to you guys tomorrow and we'll see if we have better luck. Hopefully we do. Okay, day 2 and hopefully trying to get this thing started up. I went through the tune a little bit. Those dead times should be perfect. The battery was pretty low yesterday. Apparently, if the voltage is under 8 while you're trying to crank the motor, the ECU is not getting enough power to do its job. Yeah, we charged the battery. So yeah, I'm gonna hop in the inside, hop into K-Pro, flash the tune, recalibrate my TPS as well, and we'll see. Hopefully that is all that is needed to get this thing running. But if not, I did reach out to my tuner and it looks like we'll be taking this to his shop. Have him take a look at it and see what he can do. So we're gonna hop right into this. Dude, it wanted to start there. With the injector dead time, it's definitely a lot better. I'll give it another shot here.
Maybe a little throttle when it starts to get like...
Yeah, it starts to catch. I don't wanna flood the engine. All right, hold on. So I just swapped out the plugs that were in the car originally. I swapped them out for the plugs that were in my A3. So I know for a fact those plugs worked. The other ones, I have a feeling that maybe a few of those just weren't like sparking because the gap seemed way bigger than what was on my A3 and they just seemed really fucking crusty. And the last thing that's interesting is my engine coolant temperature is reading 50 degrees Fahrenheit. For reference, it is 74 degrees outside right now. Not a huge concern, although the startup does base off of engine coolant temperature and intake air temperature. So yeah, we're gonna give it a shot here and see how it goes. Fingers are crossed. Here we go.
What's the voltage?
The voltage was at 12. Upload changes. All right, ready? Let's fucking go, baby! It runs. Oh, it's smoking. Probably the exhaust header stuff. It is. Let's fucking go. Let's go! It is so smoky, oh my god. It's smoking a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if something's leaking into the headers.
It seems like it's just like coming off the headers. It smells terrible though. Dude, look how smoky and foggy it is.
You sure have a running car.
I do have a running car now, and I guess I know how to tune at least a little bit. Damn, dude, that's a lot of smoke. Yeah, I mean, holy shit. It fucking starts now. Like, that's actually crazy. The car runs. It's a huge W for today. Yeah, I'm just really glad that I was able to get this thing up and running. And I'm glad I'm learning a little more about K-Pro and like tuning K-Series motors. So that's also pretty cool. Can't drive home 2 cars in one day. So we're gonna leave it here for one more night, and then hopefully tomorrow everything still starts up fine and the headers aren't smoking anymore, any of that fine fun stuff, and we'll be able to toss the wheels on, get her dropped, and hopefully get her for her first spin here in what's been about a month and a half, almost 2. Super stoked, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, so I lied. So now we're back. Now we're taking it home. We're gonna let it idle for a little bit. We've got the wheels on, and the our exhaust manifold has stopped smoking. We're just gonna see if we can get the thermostat to crack here. And if we can get it to crack, then we can top it off on coolant, and at least we'll know that that is okay. But it's looking hopeful. It's looking like I'll be able to drive this thing home. The tune is rough, but seems to be running fine for the most part, so.
That weird noise you may be hearing is the coilovers.
Yeah, that like rattling noise. Well, she passed the idle test, so we're gonna go ahead and put it on the ground here. We already checked the clutch. This is my first time making sure the clutch actually works ever since installing it, like, I guess technically, like, what, last week, but also I installed it like a month ago. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put it on the ground. We're gonna try to get this thing home. We'll see how it goes.
Is that you keeping it alive?
That's not me anymore. Dude, it's out. It's finally out of the garage. We can get rid of this. So as far as I'm concerned, it is no longer broken. Now the real question is, do we just take her straight home, or should we take her to Sheetz? I have to get gas. Yeah, we're going to Sheetz. Sheetz. I mean, yeah, we're going to Sheetz. Holy shit, guys. she is actually home. No leaks so far, which is good. She definitely needs a proper tune. I'm gonna be taking it to Quinn next week. He'll be doing all the tuning on this car. He has a dyno in his shop. You guys just saw that clip that Christian took of me on the highway. It looks so good without the hood. I'm like so tempted to just leave it hoodless. And honestly, I think I might have to for a little bit here. But yeah, I just gotta get this thing tuned so I can actually drive it. That's gonna wrap up tonight. Tomorrow, we have a few things we're gonna do on her still. We're gonna top off the coolant, let it run for a little bit. That'll probably be it for the RSX for the time being until it gets tuned next week. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning when we start her up and put some coolant in her. All right, we have a few things we're gonna do, including bleeding the coolant and my ECT sensor. Last night when I was data logging, I noticed it was giving me some issues. I think this ECT sensor is just a little bit off, but the one from my A3 did work fine, so I'm gonna swap those out. So for anybody else working on a Honda K-Series, I think it's on the K20 and K24. This sensor right here that my finger's on is the ECT. Now, if you guys have a stock motor, you're gonna have a lot of stuff going on like right here, and that's fine. You will probably have to unplug a lot of the rails. Another reason why I got rid of this, it just looks cleaner. And on top of that, it's a lot easier to get in here if I ever needed to, such as today. Here's my engine coolant temp sensor from the A3, and it looks pretty good. Oh, it wasn't too bad. And we're not gonna put too much force, just snug it up, and we should be good. All right, we'll clean up the rest of this with the rag before we plug it back in. All right, looks pretty good. Here you'll see our old A2 engine coolant temperature sensor. It looks a little bit rough, so I'm sure having the old but new ECT sensor will be a lot better for this thing. Boom. Got our funnel in, got our radiator cap off. I'm gonna go ahead and start the car. And there we go. Looks like we're good. Everything seems to be running pretty well. If you see here, my engine coolant temps are going up one at a time now. Yesterday, it was like super jumpy, and it would be like, it would say like 50 degrees, and then randomly it would jump up to like 80, and then up to like 120, and then back down to like 70, and then up to 200, like super jumpy, super all over the place. So I'm hoping that having the correct ECT sensor is also gonna help it run a little bit better as well. Alrighty, that is gonna end today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, go down, hit that like and subscribe button. Next week, we're gonna be taking this thing to the dyno, and hopefully pretty soon, we're gonna get Adam's N54 up and running. We're putting the engine in right now. Hopefully the engine starts up with no problem. One more thing I wanna mention too, Tuners Collective is holding another car event here on September 26th from 7 to 9 p.m. If you guys are in the central PA area, definitely pop out. Should be a really good event. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.